Hello Libra friends, I'm Annie Botticelli and welcome to my Libra March 2025 Astrology Horoscope Forecast. I'm calling the theme of this month for Libra Liberated, finally the end of a long karmic cycle. This is for you if Libra is your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or any other Libra placement you're listening for. What I'm going to talk about here is part of your astrological picture. Very late degree Libra friends, so birthdays like October 15th through the rest of the sign, or 23 degrees Libra through the rest of the sign. I suggest you additionally listen to my Scorpio report, as your very late degree friends will benefit from both readings. So yes, we have to use a very dramatic title for this period of time. March is not only one of the most intense months of the whole of 2025 in general for everyone, it's especially true for Libras because since early 2023, you have been going through a major karmic cycle of twists and turns and plot shifts and upheavals and ups and downs and amazing things and terrible things and very radical change from this eclipse cycle targeting Aries and Libra. So every 6 months since early 2023, you have been going through it and then coming to a new state of normal with the circumstances. And now is the final chapter. We've got March 29th, a solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Aries. This is the last one in this cycle, and it's bringing home this conclusion, this dramatic conclusion to whatever the heck has been going on. A lot of it's going to be centered, or actually all of it's going to be centered around yourself, your relationships with others, other people, the things they need, the things you need, your autonomy versus your interdependence, codependency, how you are in relationships in general. And that has been the main thing that's going on. And of course, this infiltrates into so many different arenas of life. But this is the crux of what's going on. Who you are, what you are doing in this world, what you want to do, what is authentic for you, has all been on the table to be discovered and rediscovered and activated and claimed as a part of this very dramatic cycle. So, not only do we have the conclusion that you will see there, in the energy of Aries, which lights up your 7th house of relationships, we're also going to have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, retrograde. Chiron and Eris are still there as well. So there's extra energy focusing on this me-we polarity. So it's just everything is brought up to a head right now. And you are really looking to claim your authentic voice and to really be heard and to really radically change your life. Okay, so yeah, everything else we talk about is going to be maybe less dramatic and maybe less exciting and maybe less consequential, right? Because that's the ultimate. But we do have other things to discuss. So I just kind of went in and just went for it right at the beginning here. Now we're going to dial it back a little bit and look at some other layers of what's happening. So important to know about eclipse season is that although March is when we have the 2 eclipses, eclipse season gets busy like 4 to 6, sometimes 8 weeks before and after each eclipse. That means in the second half of January, news and information about how this eclipse is going to go was starting to come up. So this has been a building process and it will be a fading process, okay? So it's going to take until May into June for you to get settled into the new way of whatever has happened here. It may take you longer and some therapy to get over the trauma of going through this as well. But, as far as the storylines, those will have some weeks after to complete. At the same time, we've got the second chapter in the Virgo Pisces eclipse cycle that began in the last quarter of 2024. And that brought a whole new level of information, of arenas in your chart, of psychological factors to work with, to play with, to deal with, to clear up. And remember, there is ultimately this strong hand of fate and destiny and karma. Karmic stories can be evaporated in moments at eclipse time, and new beginnings can be implemented very radically quickly. And so we've got that going on March 13th, March 14th. We've got the lunar eclipse at 23 degrees of Virgo, that second chapter in the Pisces Virgo eclipse cycle that will now go from the end of 2024 into 2027. So the kinds of storylines that we're working with there are different. This has to do with your daily experience, your systems, your health, your mental health, your wellness, the way that you go about doing things, your office dynamics, how things are at home, your environment, your mindsets, your the ways that you think, the ways that you use your mind, and this polarity between abstract and firm, of coherent and incoherent, of spiritual and material, of practical and artistic. And I'm not saying that art can't be practical as well, but the space where art is for art's sake is the energy that's at the polarity between like the practical needs or daily things that you or other people need from you. So marrying these two opposites is what understanding astrology is all about, is what this planet is all about, is, trying to transcend this world of opposites while we're in form. And these are the polarities that are at play. So at the same time as this Virgo energy is being activated in your 12th house of Pisces, in your psyche, in your intuition, in your psychological space, we have Ceres, the Sun, Saturn, Mercury, transiting North Node, and still Neptune for a little while longer, all in Pisces. Very watery, not speaking the language of air that Libra speaks. Maybe you have other parts of your being that speak this watery language, depending on how your chart is. But from strictly the Libra perspective, Libra is the world of ideas, of conversations, of connections. And Pisces is the world of feelings and dreams and possibilities and, the heart and the art. And, that's what's going to be coming into focus right now. So it may be time for you to make more time for art. It may be time for you to make more time for intuition. It may be time for you to make more time for flow. And something to know about yourself as a Libra is that you actually need a tremendous amount of emotional flow in your daily experience. And this is compliments of having Pisces on your 6th house cusp. Your 6th house cusp has to do with what you do every day and how you do what you do every day and your systems. And having Pisces, a water sign there, speaks to this, and it's a mutable sign. It moves in a spiral. So if you have, you've noticed this about yourself, that even though you are objective and you can, look at things objectively from your Libra gifts of having this air quality, there are certain aspects of your life that you really just need emotional flow, and your daily experience is one of those things. So having like a quiet sanctuary where you can duck out for a few minutes, even if it's the bathroom. I can't tell you how many times I've done EFT tapping in a bathroom to get myself back into center, if I was in a public place or something. And probably people in my neighborhood think I'm crazy because I do also do EFT tapping when I'm walking, but that's another story. But anyway, so you having this like sanctuary in your daily experience, even if it's nothing official, even if it's not, elaborate, that's what's coming up right now. So maybe you'll take some strides into taking a corner of your house or a room of your house and really just making it that space for yourself. And sometimes that space has to be taken just wherever you are and it's not an official location. Okay, so as I said before, the Pisces energies, well, I didn't say this before, but we begin the month with a very full Pisces story, and then we move into the Aries story. So the progression of the month is water, emotions, the world of dreams, heightened awareness, lucid dreaming, intuition, synchronicity, and then moves into the world of action. And that process gets stronger every day and develops every day of March. So you're dreaming it, you're feeling it, you're connecting about it, then you're doing it. And not only are all of the Aries placements waking you up, waking everything up, but Mars, recently direct, which rules Aries, is waking everything up. And Jupiter, which went direct in February, is waking things up. So things that went dormant September, October, when Jupiter and Mars started their retrograde stuff, will start really waking up now. And you will see that. And the Aries placements are going to do this. And the new astrological year that begins on March 21st, you will feel that. And the new moon in Aries at the end of the month, that with the solar eclipse, you will feel that. That it's first a time to feel, then a time to rise and reclaim. Now, in the midst of all of this waking up business, the one thing that's going asleep is Venus. So March 1st through the middle of April, Venus is going in retrograde. That shadow period began at the end of January. We'll start to see the going inwards and backwards storyline with everything ruled by Venus, which you are ruled by Venus. So this is of special significance to Libras. Okay, so when your ruler goes retrograde, it's a time for deep introspection. And yeah, you're probably sick of me saying that now, or sick of doing it now, or sick of the stars bringing it to you now, because all of this Mars retrograde energy has had to bring deep introspection, and kind of we're done with it already, right? So I'm glad at least that a lot of areas of your life will be waking up while these other things are going to sleep or going into reevaluation mode. So it's really important for you to use all of this intuitive Pisces energy and your natural way of tuning into your intuition to feel out the places that you need to align your energy with because they're moving forward, and the places where you need to let go to sleep or let go into retrospective and not take action on. And it's going to be really, really hard to discern that this month because all of these Aries energies are going to make you be froggy and want to jump at everything. But that's why I'm telling you this is, certain things in love and money and romance and design and your personal appearance might not be the best to jump on. Okay? A couple of rules here for Venus retrograde. If it's low risk and high possible outcome, it's fine during Venus retrograde. Okay? Especially if your intuition is saying it's a go. It's the risky things. It's the things that you're not sure about. It's the permanent things that you can't fix. Is it the best time to cut all of your hair off? Maybe not, because after Venus goes direct, you may be like, where's my hair? Right? It might not be the best time to get a tattoo. Tattoo friends, tattoo artists, if you're listening, if you want to help your clients align with a natural rhythm and still earn money and do what you're doing, offer henna tattoos as a possible way of testing out to see if the person wants a tattoo and testing out their design. All right. This is a really good way for artists to be able to earn money during the retrograde while performing wonderful service to the people who may have otherwise done something permanent and not gotten exactly what they may want permanently. Okay. And this is the same thing with body and beauty. If you're an esthetician and there's something more permanent or more drastic that someone wants to do with their physical appearance, some lighter things may be better to try. Less risk, less chance for botch ups, less, and maybe it turns out that's all that person needs. So, and if you're that person, you're the person looking for the service, look for those low risk things that can go really far. It's a great time to, get back to caring about your personal appearance or improving it. Venus rules that. But, just think about those permanent things, impermanent hair dye versus permanent, things like that. And that's kind of the spirit of which to take with you through the Venus retrograde, because the same will go in money. If someone comes to you, like I had happen to me one time in a Venus retrograde, and they're pretty much like, I'd like to boost your business significantly without any risk or money cost to you whatsoever. And I was like, wow, that sounds really good, right? It sounds too good to be true, but I'm good with contracts and I understand these kind of things and I understand the energies of Venus retrograde. So I said yes. Turned out to be my most profitable years ever. And it followed a 1.5 year Venus retrograde cycle, as things tend to do. And then that person sold the business and things changed. And, but people think you can't say yes to things in Venus retrograde. You can. You just want to watch that risk factor, okay? All right, so by the way, Venus retrograde is an amazing time for promos. And I have a promo going, an epic promo that has all of the other courses in my school for free when you register for my astrology certification course. If you want to learn astrology to help yourself, your family, your friends, and to earn money doing it. Astrology can really bridge a gap for you financially, doing something that you love and helping people. And I can teach you how to do that through my astrology certification course. So you get all of the rest of the courses in my school for free, and you get a new promo called my Celestial Mindscapes. Okay, Celestial Mindscapes are frequencies that are very finely tuned to help you harmonize all of the celestial factors within yourself so that you can increase synchronicity and soul fulfillment and self-discovery. So if you go to beastropro.com, beastropro.com, and you can search for Annie Botticelli Astrology Certification Course, or, where you can just go directly to the website, you will see all of the promo info there, and you can register if you would like. If you want to get my content early, go to anniehelpsyou.com, sign up for my free email newsletter. I send one newsletter out weekly, and you will get all of my content links and plus any other relevant material that I've created, plus a ton of extra bonuses and promos. I'm always giving my VIP community extra stuff. So you can see that at anniehelpsyou.com. And especially if you don't want to miss any of my content, if you love my work and it's helpful to you, YouTube is not always informing you all that that it's being posted. Out of 150,000 subscribers, 150,000 people are not watching, the videos that are for all signs. That's because they're not being notified. So if you love my work and you don't want to miss anything, the newsletter is the best way to not miss anything from me, so that you can catch my weeklies, my new moon, my full moon, my monthly horoscopes, and get them early. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful month. I'll see you next month for the monthlies, but I'll see you sooner than that for the weeklies and the new and full moon reports. Bye for now.